and welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam. Just a couple of weeks away, on the 27th of August, you're going to have a chance to go to the polls again, and of course, a couple of important races. One of them is the mayoral race for Montgomery, but second one is the runoff for District 74 of the Alabama State House. And today we have with us Mike Fritz, and you are a candidate for that position. You're in the runoff, so now it's down to crunch time.
It is. Thanks for having me, Jack.
Oh, you're very welcome. And we were kidding around a little bit about the fact that a lot of times people say approval ratings, and they always look, especially at the national level. Exactly. You guys are not too bad here yet, but they'll always say Congress is at the bottom of the heap. But hey, you go for the job.
The thing that you have to do to get this job is have thick skin, because no matter what you do, half the population is going to think that you're making the wrong decision. And so you have to be tough and go in and make those hard decisions, even though it's not going to be popular with a large percentage of people. And we're a representative republic, and what you have to do is you hire or elect in people that will make these tough decisions.
And of course, obviously, from the last session, some things that people are still a little bit irritated about is the fact that the lottery bill went nowhere.
Right.
And
I would vote for it, and I would vote to put it in front of the people. And the devil is in the details of do we want to take it like Georgia or Florida, and do we want to put it all into higher education, or do we want to put it in the general fund, or do we want to put it in the educational fund, or some mixture there? So I think I don't have the solution, but I would like to work with the House to make sure that we get something that we can put in front of the people that benefits Alabama and doesn't benefit Georgia and Florida and Tennessee as people drive across the state lines and send their money over there.
Yeah, it's not the fact they're not doing it, they're doing it, but we gain no benefit from what they do there.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
Okay, how about the prison system? Obviously, that's been a hot button also, and it seems...
The prison system, I had an opportunity to meet with Cam Ward. He was a speaker at a club I'm in, and he comes and tells us the whole, all the problems that are going on. And it's not an easy fix. But he said, and this is what I like, we could do nothing and let the federal government come in. That's not what we want to do. No. That's not the...
You never want the feds doing anything.
We don't want to do that. So we have to, again, make those hard choices of... And it's a two-part problem. Is one, current occupancy. And with that comes, do you want to build new prisons? Do you want to repair? Do you want to maintain the current ones we have? Or a mixture of those two. So that's what you do with the current population. The next is... Are we enforcing the right laws? Are we? Do we have a fair? Do we have a fair?
We got a buddy
visiting us here. We have a fly in here. Do we have a fair judicial system that puts people in? If you steal a lawnmower, do you get 5 to 10 years for doing that? When a murderer can get 5 to 10 years.
In the same way.
In the same way. Are we doing that correctly? And being an attorney, a lot of people think that there's a lot of attorneys in the House of Representatives, and there's not. There's 140 representatives and senators. And from what I've been told, there's 18 attorneys, and 8 of those never practiced. So there's such a small percentage. And what I've done in my career is done mostly bankruptcy. And I'm also a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserves. So I've dealt with the Army legal system and the bankruptcy system. And I can see how laws are written and how they affect people.
You have a big advantage in your work with the Army, with the Reserves, because there's so much legislation that really needs to be done to ensure reciprocity for spouses that are coming in the military, where if you have that license to practice where you were, that we extend it to the state of Alabama. That is something huge for the military. And with that background, I would assume that would be a tremendous help for you.
It is, and we've been looking, as an attorney as well, we've been looking at reciprocity for a long time, and you can pick where you want to go based on the reciprocity. So I'll have some of my friends will have will get mobilized or get transferred, and they have to make a decision. Do I bring the family?
That's exactly right.
And
Right.
one of the things we want in Alabama is more people here, and if we have, if we want those families,
Right.
then we need to have better reciprocity laws. So if they're a CPA, if they're an attorney, even
Absolutely.
Even down to hairdressers and
Absolutely.
Right.
things like that.
Come in and do it.
Do we have the laws that allow them to use the reciprocity from other states?
Good.
Amen.
Mike, thank you very much. If our viewers want to get a hold of you to find out more about you and your views, how do they get a hold of you?
The best way is Facebook.
Okay.
Is look up Michael Fritz for State House.
Okay.
I also, my deep bio is on my law firm website,
All right.
fritzlawalabama.com.
All right.
But my wife doesn't like this, but I put my personal cell phone on all my...
No,
Good for
she
you.
may not like it, but the voters like it.
Yeah, it's on all my literature. It's 334-300-0598. Call or
Great.
text me, and I'll be
Great.
glad to answer any policy
Great.
questions that you have.
Excellent.
Well, good luck. And just remember this, it's around the corner on the 27th of August, and just do your homework, because it's very important to have people that are truly representing you. And we'll be right back right after this.